here, and then you can sit and just make space. If you don't know the person, put a seat between you. Okay. No. It's Saturday, Lynette, you see. All righty, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to all of you watching us on the broadcast this morning. The vast majority of you, thank you for joining us on a Saturday morning. I love the fact that we can be open again. I'm going to encourage you again, if you feel like you're too close to someone and you want space, just move up, make space, so that you feel comfortable. You don't need to be on top of everybody. If you don't know them, put a seat between them. It's the only time in history where we have this valid excuse to not be next to someone, like I'm sorry. So make yourself comfortable. Folks, we are broadcasting live, as I've said, and we've got lots of viewers around the country watching us this morning. So please, cell phones on silent for us, because if they ring, everybody's going to hear them, unless you've got like a cell phone ring that everyone needs to hear. Then you can leave it on. Otherwise, let's put them on silent. If you're an old folk and don't know how to put your phone on silent, just turn it off. Okay, good. That's it. Or pull the battery out. Exactly. Alrighty, first time at our office this morning. Who's hands up for those first time at our office? Oh, look, there's loads of you. Hey. That's awesome. We've been open now for about a month, and it's taken a while. It's taken from the Shire. It's taken a while for everybody to warm up to the idea of coming through. I'm really glad to see you all here, and I want to just encourage all of you. We are open once a week on a Tuesday night at 6:30. You can come through and be part of the studio audience, or you can come on our Super Saturday like this one, which is our once a month event, and come to the office. It's an opportunity for you to get to meet me. I am the founder of Dewpoint, and my staff, and to see that we have a real building, and that I'm not a CGI graphic. I still get that. People still, just this week I had somebody say, no, I didn't believe you were real. I thought you were a graphic. Like literally, they thought I was a graphic. Like, really? Wow, okay. Either the graphics are not very good on our cameras, or we're very good at CGI. Nonetheless, it's an opportunity for you to bring both new wealth engineers and guests to our office. Again, see that we're real, and it'll help really reinforce what we're doing here at Dewpoint. So take the opportunities. Every Tuesday night, 6:30, you can come through. Once a month on a Saturday, you can come and join us. The schedules are available online for you. All right, great. So let's get started. We had who's first time here? Who's never heard of Dewpoint? They've not watched one of our introduction presentations and thought you were going out to coffee this morning and ended up here. Oh, we got 2 or 3. Yeah. I'll show you the back door later. You can duck out there. Okay, so I got a couple. So we got a couple of you. Shame. I promise it won't be too bad. I think you'll enjoy the time with us, and you'll be glad that you spent it with us. And again, if you have any questions or concerns, you can ask me at the end of this session. We won't take it during the session. I've got a bit of ground to cover. But at the end, I will do a Q&A. So if you've got any questions, please don't be shy. Ask them. And for those of you who are watching the broadcast, just put your queries in the chat, and they'll get WhatsApp to me, and I'll answer them. Just keep putting them in the chat until I get it, okay? I do want to answer your questions. I promise I won't run away or shy away from any of your questions. Somewhere along the line a couple of years ago, some guy was like, yeah, you guys just work to a script. I can assure you I don't work to a script. Anyone who's been around me knows that there's no script, and I won't shy away from any questions that you have. So let's get started. Folks, next 30 minutes, we're going to be talking about Dewpoint, what it is and who we are. To start with, Dewpoint is a division of an insurance company. The insurance company is Constantia. It's been around for 70 years, first registered 1952. Here you will find us on the JSE. We're a multi-billion rand insurance company. You can look us up on the JSE's website under Conduit Capital. And we're homegrown South African. So we understand the circumstances you live in. We understand the difficulties that you have and the obstacles you're overcoming. This is not from overseas. You will find that everyone speaks with a South African accent here in all the languages amongst our staff. And so you know you're not coming onto something, that's kind of online-y or from overseas. Like, it's real. It's a real homegrown, publicly listed insurance company. We're also one of the few life and short-term licensed insurance companies in the country because we've been around for such a long time. And as a result, you can find a fair bit of credibility about us because we're public. You can find our financial statements on our website. You can even see what color the underwear of the directors and shareholders is. Like, it's really all displayed. It's very, very public. Go and see everything you need online. Okay. Well, the rest of you that are here, you can actually see some of our licenses. I think we've got 9 of them on the wall outside. You can go and see some of our licenses that are there. You know what you're dealing with when you deal with Dewpoint. Now, what is the purpose of this division of Constantia, the insurance company called Dewpoint? Well, our division is responsible for and hopes to achieve a asset-based recurring income solution for South Africans. Sounds a little bit complicated, but this is what we want to do. Traditional jobs are dying. When I say they're dying of like the Spanish flu, not COVID. COVID is too slow. The Spanish flu was killing sort of like 1 in every 7 people. That's what's happening to traditional jobs, not only in South Africa, but globally. It's a phenomenon. It's the end of the Industrial Revolution type jobs. And what we are finding is that every citizen of the world is having to become self-employed if they're going to survive. Back in the day when I was young, and even when my father was young, your parents would have said, get a good qualification, get a good job, work until you pension, and that'll see you through life. Well, that just does not exist anymore. In South Africa today, we've lost 2.2 million jobs in the last 2 years. We were losing about 600,000 a year before COVID, with about 600,000 matriculants entering the market every year. So I don't know if you can see the problem there. So we're losing 600,000 jobs a year, and we've got 600,000 new people coming into the economy. That means there's a deficit of 1.2 million people per annum, or jobs per annum. If you still believe you can make a career for yourself, you are unfortunately deluded. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but it is the unfortunate truth. In the next 5 to 10 years, we will see, particularly South Africa, possibly some other economies globally, but bottoming out. We know we've been on the downward decline. We're now officially in depression. They didn't want to say it for a long time because it's bad for politics, to use words like depression. Depression is generally when you've been in recession for at least 10 years. And we've been in recession for at least 10 years. And as a result, we're now in depression. So we know our economy is shrinking. We know that there's less and less jobs every single year. And so if you believe that in there you're going to build a career, when the forecast for the bottom out is about 2 to 2.5 million jobs left, there's 63 million South Africans, and we're going to bottom out at 2 to 2.5 million traditional jobs. Where do you fit in that? No, I'll have one of those, really. Just run the stats on that. What's 2 million out of 63 million? You've got a less than 5% chance of having a job in the next 10 years. What are you going to do about that? Now, it's an interesting thing, because when you are faced with a challenge like that, the only way out is through work. As a South African nation, how are we on the concept of work? Are we big on the concept of work? What are we big on in South Africa? Handouts. Are we not? Instant success, instant wealth, instant riches. How long do those last for? Normally about 10 minutes. The money's gone. Then there's no more handouts. We still don't want to do any work. But for a percentage of you, our estimate is about 5 to 8% of South Africans. 5 to 8% of South Africans are going to say, no. I'm going to work myself out of this problem. I'm going to work myself out. We at Dewpoint are looking for that 5 to 8%. We're not looking for the other 92%. The other 92% will not create a solution for themselves, and they will not accept a solution for themselves because they don't want to work. And there is no way out of what we're in without working. So what we did in 2015 is we designed a tool that is a proper, genuine economic solution for those that wish to build a future for themselves of wealth. Not riches, Riches is money that's here today and gone tomorrow. We're not interested in that. Wealth is money that is there every month, every year, every decade, and will transfer to your children when you pass away. Because when you build an asset, which is what you're going to build with us, assets don't die with you. They get transferred. And that's what you build with us. And so today is not an opportunity to start a hobby. Today is not an opportunity to try something on the side. I'm going to just see if this works. No, today is a career choice. It is a career choice. This is not me trying to be funny. It's me being dead serious. You will choose to become a wealth engineer with us as a career that will build wealth for you, as 100 years ago you could have built a career with traditional employment. That's what you'll choose today. So it's quite a scary step. You thought you were going out for a coffee this morning with your friends, but you're actually coming to make a lifetime career decision. That's what you'll do with us this morning. What we will ask you to do is connect individuals to us to create wealth. I'll talk about that in a minute. How much can you earn with us? Well, again, it's really completely up to you. Because this is real and genuine, you are the dictator of the outcome of your income with us. You will choose. You become, perhaps for the first time in your life, the master of your own destiny. And so you will decide how much you earn with us. It'll be dependent purely on how hard you are willing to work. If you're unwilling to work, then this is not for you. This is not for you. If you are willing to work, then this is for you, and you will decide the outcome. We have been around now as a division for about 6 years, coming up on 7 years next year. So this is not new. We have had hundreds of thousands of people through the system, and tens of thousands have picked up the tool and have started building wealth for themselves. And taking just that data, real data, people who have been before you, we said, what do they earn on average? And we see people that do the work and earn, on average, generally walk away with about 220 to 250,000 rands worth of value from us in their first 12 months. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Most do it while still employed in their traditional employment. So imagine adding another 220 to 250,000 rand to your income in the next 12 months. That's what we can do for you if you work hard. This is the average. There have been many that have done much more than that, and many that have done much less. It's all been determined by how hard they work. Those that have been with us for 2 years generally walk away with close to 750,000 rands worth of value from us. 750,000 rand in the next 2 years. None of you are going to earn that in your careers. None of you will get that as a bonus. This we know, not in our collapsing economy. And here you have the opportunity in the next 24 months to do that for yourself. And those that have done 3 years with us based on real data generally are over 1 million rands worth of value with us. That's incredible. And that is why we're so excited about this tool. We believe it is completely unique, and we believe that it is fundamental to the future of South Africa. Because jobs are not. In 3 generations' time, perhaps, jobs will come back again. The economists are saying 70 to 75 years before we see a turn in the South African economy. None of you are going to be around in 75 years. That's when it's going to turn, not when it's going to boom. Yeah. How many of you still think you have a future in a traditional job? No. You're going to have to do it here. But we can give you more with this tool than any traditional job could ever have given you. Simply by asking you to do one task for us. We want you to connect people to us, not sell. We're not selling products. I would not be here on a Saturday morning if we were selling insurance products, I can assure you. It's super boring. No. We're not selling products. We're not doing presentations. We're not carrying stock around in our cars and application forms in our boots. No. That's not what Dewpoint is. Ours is a message of wealth creation, an asset-based recurring income, an economic alternative for South Africans who can no longer trust in their traditional jobs. That's your message to everyone you know. And then do you know what you do? You push play. Your connection of individuals to us is through these videos. You can get people to watch us live. We do it every week, live ones, but we also record them and have thousands of videos on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and in our Dewpoint app. 24 hours a day, you can push play and connect the individual to us. We do all the selling. We do all the marketing. We do all the presenting. All you do is connect to us. That's all. That is the task we ask you to do. As you do that task, we're able, as the insurance company, to facilitate the purchase of our products. We're an insurance company. We've got piles of products that people need and buy anyway. Almost all of you, I'd imagine, in this room have got one insurance policy of a type yourselves. Some of you, probably most of you, have got multiple insurance products. We've got most of those. We're an insurance company. And so we facilitate the purchase of those products. When people pay for those products, we pay you. This is not a referral business. It's not affinity marketing. It's not any of that. You can refer 10,000 people to me. If nobody pays, you don't earn anything. But where we are able to put a product in the hands of one of the people you've connected to us, and they pay for that product, we give you a piece of that premium every single month that they pay. And remember, we're an insurance company, so our products run on debit orders. Every month, the debit order raises means you're not chasing around trying to get them to buy again. No, you've connected them to us, and every month the debit order goes, you get a piece of that premium, and you start to grow your income. We then give you a second task. The second task is to build a team. We want you to build a team, because the bigger your team is, the more you can leverage your daylight hours in building a bigger and bigger income for yourself. So we give you the opportunity to build income for yourself and to build a team that builds income for you. How do we reward you, or how do you earn through this process? Well, we do it through two processes. One is our returns program. Our returns program, ladies and gentlemen, pays you 55 Rand for every paid product on your first and second points. That's effectively the people you connect to us. We're going to give you 55 Rand every time they pay for a product. Now, don't tell me that that's not enough money, because you don't understand maths if you think that's not enough money. That is an incredible amount of money, because you don't get it once, ladies and gentlemen. You get it every single month that product is paid for, and our products pay forever. They don't expire, they don't wear out, they don't get consumed. Every month, think about your insurance. How long have you been paying your insurance for? Some of you, decades. Every month that it's paid, you're going to get that 55 Rand. As your team develops and you qualify to earn in your team, well, you're going to be earning on product payments out of your team as well. There is no ceiling to your earnings at Dewpoint. We do not cap you. We do not stop you. You can build a channel as big as you like. A channel is your team. You can build your team as big as you like, and you will be paid across that entire channel for paid products. Not for people, for paid products. But this is an interesting thing, because people are going to take more than one product, are they not? As we've just explained, people have more than one type of policy. And we pay you 55 Rand per policy. This means that single individuals, single moments in time, when you connected those individuals to us, have created for you multiple streams of income. You cannot do that with your job. You cannot boost your income at your job. How many of you have got the ability to control your increases, your promotions, your bonuses, even taking leave? How many of you can do it by you have no control? Do you see how it's a dead model? With us, you have complete control and no ceiling over your head. You can produce an income here that is far greater than anything you could produce in your career. This is not a business that does just a little bit of money. Those that get serious with Dewpoint will create careers and wealth they could never do with anything else. The second way that we reward you is actually through our training program. We call it our XP Rewards training program. It's where we teach you how to do this business. We're going to teach you everything. We're going to teach you how to physically do the business, what to say to people, how to say it, and what to do once you've connected them to us. But we're also going to teach you about proper wealth creation and management in your own lives. We're going to teach you about the economy you live in, the legislation that surrounds this end of the market. You're going to become experts at more than just connecting people to Dewpoint. And as you do the tasks of the training program, we're going to reward you with what's called XP points, experience points. For those of you who are gamers, you know that experience points are good. It means you're going to level up, you're going to rank up. And this is effectively what happens at Dewpoint. As you accumulate experience points through the program and we match it to the size of your team, we rank you up. And as you rank up, you change titles, and there's all sorts of benefits that come your way beyond just the returns program that pays you the recurring income. In the program, there's lots of cash checks. We make it fun and exciting for you. The cash checks get exponentially bigger the higher you rank up. And there's all sorts of tools that we make available to you and that we give to you to help you grow your channel. When you're about a quarter of the way through the training program and you meet all the requirements, you hit what's called rank 9. It's a quarter of the way through the currently mapped training program. And when you do that, we're going to take you and your family away on a holiday. 5-star, all expenses paid every year for the rest of your life. It's all expenses paid. It's business class. It's 5-star. And it's recurring. And we take you and your family with. And you don't have to requalify every year. As long as you maintain your channel size, we take you away every year. We've been going on these trips for years now. So again, everything I say to you this morning, we've already delivered on. I'm not hoping. I've already done it. We're going away in like a month's time. We're leaving on the 4th of December for, I think it's our 6th trip that we're going. Brand new location. We go to different locations every single year. And we take our wealth engineers away to places they couldn't ordinarily go. Why? Because we're demonstrating wealth. These trips are about showing people that the journey, which is difficult and long to wealth, is worth it. It's worth it. And that's why, I've said to people before, if you were going to take 3 years to get to rank 9, would you do it? People go, no. I go, why not? No, that smells like hard work. Isn't that sad? But 5 to 8%, we guess, of people will say, I'll work 3 years for an overseas trip every year for the rest of my life. Why would you not work 3 years if you could have a 200,000 Rand holiday every year for the rest of your life? Why would you not put 3 years in? Why would you not put 5 years in? Why would you not put 10 years in? I don't understand it myself, but I'm part of the 5 to 8%. If you're part of the 5 to 8%, then when you qualify at rank 9, you're going to come away on trips that look like this. my goodness. As I feel the fatigue of 2021 coursing through my veins, I can't wait for that trip on the 4th of December. We're going this year to the private island of Benguela in Mozambique. We'll be the only people on the island at the Azura Hotel. And yeah, the suffering will be real. For the rest of you, however, You are welcome to join us next year. As I say, we go every single year. We've been going year after year after year after year. You can go and see all the highlights from the previous trips on our YouTube channel. And you can ask all the people that have been on that trip, because just about everyone you saw in that video is in the room here today. We had a special meeting with them this morning and a few others. So they're all here. You can talk to them. Go see them. They're real. The kids, Patrick and Pumi's kids have been on trips with us. Donnie's kids have been with us on these trips. It's real. It's delivered. And it is not a promise that is been made and forgotten. It's one we just live for. And it's 25% of the way through the training program. You've still got 75% still to go. So at rank 11, we show you another one. At rank 11, you get your own car. It's the first of 4 cars in our training program. It's R250,000 worth. It's not branded. You don't rent it from us. We don't give it to you and take it away. You don't finance it through us. It's yours, because we're in the business of wealth creation. And a vehicle is part of that process in the South African context. Like I said to you before, we are homegrown South Africans. So we know that it don't come to me and tell me, no, but I have these difficulties. We know. We live in the same country. Okay? And we've built this system for South Africans. But you're going to have to work. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to get over yourselves with regard to being shy, to talk to people, and you're going to have to do the work. But if you do, we prove that it's worth it repeatedly throughout the year, every year. Go into our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, and you can see those that have come before you and got their cars and beyond. There are currently 28 ranks mapped, all available to every single South African who's willing to put time in. How long does it take you to get to these ranks? Not 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. Fastest to rank 9, 5 months, but average is about 19 months. So that's 2 years. Would you work for 2 years to have an overseas holiday for the rest of your life? Now, some of you are nodding, some of you are shaking your heads. Those shaking your heads, Dewpoint is not for you. Those of you nodding your heads, Dewpoint is for you. Okay? Come and join us on this journey. Alrighty. To help you along the way, and this is to help you, those of you who are going to transition careers. You're going to have a difficulty because you're going to have to start focusing on Dewpoint, and that means your other career, your traditional job, is going to be, hampered by this process. You're going to start committing hours to Dewpoint like you did your jobs. How many hours do you spend on your jobs? At least 8 hours a day, most of you 10, 12 hours a day. So it's 40, 60, 80 hours a week. If you want to succeed at Dewpoint, do you think you can do it by doing an hour on a Friday afternoon? No, you need to treat it like a career, which means you need to do 8, 10, 12 hours a day on this. Oh, hang on, Brennan. I don't know. That sounds like work. Yes. Yes, this is a career shift, okay? You're going to have to focus on this. The guys that have succeeded at Dewpoint that are earning millions spend 8, 10, 12 hours a day on Dewpoint, okay? And that's what you're going to have to do. And we're going to help you. We're going to help you transition careers. We know that the career you're in is putting the roof over your head and paying for the food on your table right now. You can't just chuck that in the bin as you start from scratch with Dewpoint. You're going to have to transition. So what we do is we say that if you put 10, 20, or 30 people into your channel in any given month, and that they pay for their product in the same month, then we will boost your earnings by additional 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand every month that you do it. Okay? So that means if this month you put 30 in, we give you 15. If next month you put 30 in, we give you 15. But we're also going to give you the returns and rewards that you will be building as your channel grows. So your sustainable lifetime income will be growing, and we supplement it with our Achievers Quest every single month. You do this for a year. Imagine, do 30 people. It's one person a day. For a year, it's 180,000 Rands worth of bonuses that you would get on top of your returns and rewards. So like I said to you, this is not a business that's for like little money. This is a business about serious money. This is the kind of income that will replace any career that you have if you take it seriously. That's what we do with us. How much does it cost you? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will cost you. Surprise, surprise. It's going to cost you less than a meal for 4 at McDonald's. It's 249 Rand a month, every month. And yes, you have to pay it, sadly. Because remember what I said, what are we? We're a nation of handouts. Okay? Unfortunately, that doesn't create wealth. That doesn't build income. We need to create the income stream that we can distribute. So it's 249 Rand a month. 249 Rand a month is going to buy you the entire system I've just explained to you. As Patrick and Pumi always say, it costs them 249 Rand a month to go on a 200,000 Rand holiday every year. Okay, it's going to cost you 249 Rand for the whole system, but you're going to be purchasing with the 249 3 additional things. We're going to be purchasing our medical service, our legal access, and our road and home assist programs. These are services we believe every South African needs. The first one is medical. Through our app now, you'll be able to dial and get a hold of qualified nurses, doctors, and specialists 24 hours a day, anywhere in the nation. This is to assist you in cutting back on the costs of medical in South Africa. Every time you go to the doctor these days, it's somewhere between $250 and $650, just for them to tell you, take some painkiller. No, they'll tell you that over the phone will have cost you nothing. And you've saved the GP visit. They can then get more specialized with you. As I said, there's doctors in it and specialists. They can help you pediatrics, frail care, emergencies, everything, all included in your 249 Rand a month. Okay? In addition, you get the legal access. What's the legal access? Lawyers. Lawyers at the end of your phone, 24 hours a day, anywhere in the nation. They can help you with everything. You need a contract because you want to hire a helper at home. They'll give you the template and they'll review the contract for you. You're buying a car and you're taking out a loan on the car. Send them the contract. They will review the contract for you. Edit out the things that shouldn't be in there that are going to be bad for you. They'll help you out. How many of you have got a lawyer on tap? Well, now you do. 249 Rand and you've got one on tap. A whole panel of them. They'll even bail you out of jail up to 5,000 Rand. And you know, with Puza Thursday, it's not the same as it used to be anymore. The cops are all over the place now, you know. They'll come and bail you out up to 5,000 Rand. It's included in your 249 Rand. See? And then your road and home assist is breakdown, towage, storage, any sort of home emergencies, burst geysers. It's all there. It's all included in your 249 Rand. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to pay 249 Rand, but the value you get is way, way more than 249 Rand a month. And yes, you'll have to pay it every single month. You will. But now, how many people, what do we know? 55 Rand for every paid product. How many people would you need to connect and have paid their products in order for you to go? 5 people. 5 paid connections, you get 265. So we take 249 out your bank, and halfway through the month we put 265 back in. You're making a profit with 5 people. Those that have been serious about Dewpoint have never actually paid because they earn more in their first month than we took out. We pulled the 249 out, but they got more in the first month they were with us. But they took it seriously. Now, it's really good for you guys because tomorrow is the 1st of November. This is a good time to start. You've got the whole month ahead of you. So you're going to pay your 249, but you know by the end of the month you can really get cracking and get that money back in. Okay, you're following me so far? Good. That's what it's going to cost you. So here's the proposition. What do we do at Dewpoint? We build asset-based recurring income for individuals. That's what we do. We're not a hobby. We're not a side hustle. We're not all these things that have come before. We're very unique in what we're offering as an option and an alternative to South Africans to traditional employment. Okay? We give you the transitionary cash needed to change careers. Our Achievers Quests and all of that will give you the money if you're doing the work to help you shift across to us. We got the overseas trips. We've got the motor cars, all the flashy things they show you online but never deliver on. The only difference is we've delivered year after year for more than half a decade now to many people. You can go online and see their testimony. We deliver on all of them. That's in the proposition. We give you the 3 services, medical, legal, road and home assists in your 249. It's there. And we're going to give you our world-class training program. And I mean world-class. Hundreds of hours of videos teaching you everything you need to know. You don't have to do all of them at once. We show you how to work through them. It's part of your path and your career journey with us. You get all of that in your 249. We're an insurance company. So we, that's me and my lot, not you, are going to sell our insurance products to the people you connect to us. Okay? People are going to want them. Now at Dewpoint, it's really great because that 249 that you pay, you don't have to pay it if you take a product. You see what I'm saying? So you can not take a product and pay 249, or you can just take a product. And we don't charge you the 249. Do you see what I'm saying? And you know what you get if you take a product? The whole wealth creation system, all 3 services I described to you, and your insurance product for the price of your premium on your product. So you've got 2 choices. You can pay the 249, or you can pick a product. 1 product, 2 products, 5 products, 7 products. You can take as many as you like. You're not going to pay both. That does confuse people sometimes. People go, but I'm paying 249, am I going to have to pay extra for a product? No. your $249 will fall away, and it'll just be your product payment that you make every month. So that's awesome. That's really awesome. And you don't have to take one. You can take all 6 if you want, or 7 if you want. They're all there. All the details about all of our products are on our website. You can go straight away after this and watch review videos on every one of our products. Every one of our products has got a video. I tell you all, I'm a very frank person. You might not have noticed it so far. I'm a very frank person. I'm like, this is what it does. This is what it doesn't do. Like, they are very clear videos. You will know what you're getting, and you can select a product. So what we encourage people to do is we say, just get started. Sign up, get started. Spend some time building, learning the system, starting this new career. As time passes, you'll get to absorb the information of the products. And then you go, you know what, I really need life insurance. I really need funeral cover. I really need a tax-free investment account. And then you just purchase them, and your $249 will fall away, and it'll be replaced with the premium. Now look at the astronomical cost of our premiums here. Look at them. You're paying 249 Rand already. Where's my, I haven't got it on this one. This is my short version. Imagine what the long version looks like. Anyway, you know, you're paying 249, so it's $100 more to get a tax-free investment account and 125,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. It's 20 Rand more for 1,000,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. And it's like $50 more for a funeral plan. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you're paying the 249 anyway. So you pay a little bit more, you get the product, and you get everything else included in it. Okay. And yes, you have to pay it every month. We get phone calls, just like maybe one a week into the client service, where the person's like, do I have to pay every month? Yes. That's how we get the income that we're able to distribute to you. Okay. 249 is where you start. Major insurers on our platform, Constantia, Sanlam, Santam. You might have heard of them. Sanlam, Santam, you've heard of them? Yeah. Their products are on our platform. Okay. Constantia's products. So we deal major underwriters on our platform, just to give you some confidence in who's actually behind the contracts you're going to get. Proper insurance company. So folks, it's decision time today. Not about Dewpoint. Dewpoint's already proven itself. 6 years, we've proven this business works, and we've proven we can change lives. It's your career-making moment right now. If you want to become a wealth engineer and start a very different future for yourself, well then, it's very simple. You're going to talk to the person who brought you here. They're going to get you sorted out. If you don't have one of those, you're going to jump onto our website, dewpoint.net, fill out the application form. Takes about 5 minutes if you're under 50, about 20 minutes if you're over 50. It's the same application form. And you are a wealth engineer. No money will part from your wallets today. None. And you'll be active. You'll be live. Okay? No cost at all. So I think somebody said to me the other day, we are the worst pyramid scheme because we don't take anybody's money. Yeah, Paul, it was Paul. Because we just don't take anybody's money. So it's the worst pyramid scheme in the country. Sorry. So anyway, you'll be active. You'll be wealth engineers immediately today. This is a great day to start because tomorrow is the first of the month. Great for the Achievers Quest. Remember, you've got to put them in and haven't paid in the same month. So this is the month to get cracking in. It's a super opportunity for you to get signed up and get cracking with us. Once you sign up, we're going to send you login details for our app. The app is the tool. You have to download the app. I always get boggled by this. We find about 1 in every 6 people download the app. But it's the app that's the tool to connect people to us. I get so confused. Download the app. It's free. Okay? It's on all the major stores. It'll cost you a bit of data. Tiny, 30 megs or something. Put it on. You can then log in with the credentials we send you. And once you've logged in, click Tools, and the Getting Started section opens up. And once you've gone to the Getting Started section, we'll teach you how to do this business. You have to watch it. This is not like something you've done before, folks. It's not. So watch the training video. Take a couple of hours. You'll get XP points, 1,000 XP points for every video you watch. So you'll get started on your rank up process. But also you'll then know that all you need to do is connect people to us. No selling, no presenting, no talking about our products. How long did I spend on the products in this presentation today? About 30 seconds. Hey, you're going to spend 30 minutes talking to your friends about how good our funeral plan is. Why? Why? That's not what we do. You're going to be talking to people about this alternate option to traditional employment, an ability to create a genuine, asset-based, lifetime monthly income. That's what you're going to talk to people about. Let me do the selling of the insurance products. Okay? That's what you're going to do. Once you've connected 3 people and they've paid for their products and you've paid for your product or your 249, it can be either. Okay? They all count as long as they're paid. Once those 3 are paid, you're earning. You're earning. So the minimum you earn from us is 165 Rand, incidentally. That's the least you get. So if you're paying $249, you're getting 165 Rand back. That's not too bad. You're paying $100 for the entire Dewpoint system. All the services, all the benefits, okay? But if you get 2 more in, we put 265 back in your bank account, and your 249 is now making you a profit every single month. Put 10,000 people in, and your life will be different forever. We got all the tools for you, online and offline. Folks, please go to our Facebook page. All the social media content you need is there. Do not make your own. Please do not make your own. We have a multi-million rand department that makes this stuff. It's better than yours, okay? So don't make your own stuff. Go to our Facebook page. You'll find content there that you can share and distribute and that. Go to our YouTube channel for thousands of videos on Dewpoint since 2016. And our Instagram account. Just follow us everywhere. All of our training is in podcasts. So if you want to listen in your car or in the taxi or when you're walking or when you're training or whatever you're doing, just jump onto any of the major podcast companies. You know, Apple and Spotify, and we're on all of them, and you can listen to all the training via podcast as well. But we've got the physical tools too. Come and get them. Those of you who are here, you can see them in the glass cabinet, and you can order them over the counter. If you're around the country or online, then jump onto our website, click the store button, and just order it through the store. We've got loads of stuff, more than that's on the screen here, that you can use to start the conversation around Dewpoint. Get them. Get the tools today. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Dewpoint. As I said, we're going to do Q&A at the end. I've got one more thing I want to quickly run through with you guys. But I hope that that's kind of changed your perception, and I hope it was worth more than the coffee they promised you this morning. Okay? This is what we're doing. You've come at a wonderful time to join us. Beginning of the month is always good. You've got a huge run-up ahead of you. You can get started. And by next year, you can be joining us on our Rank 9 trips. You can. If you want to, you can be coming away with us. Maybe 18 months from now, you can be getting your own car, paid for, unbranded. Your first one of 4 that are in the training program. Okay? They're there. They're waiting for you. Are you going to have to work? Yes. Will people let you down? Yes. Do you know how disappointing human beings are? Okay? But you've got this incredible opportunity because the pool of people you're going to find your 5 to 8% in is 63 million people big. 63 million people. That's how big your haystack is. Now dive into that haystack and spend the next 10, 20 years with us finding that 5 to 8%, and you will live a life completely different from the one you have up to this point and could have with traditional employment. All righty. Good work. Saturday, that's what today is all about. Super Saturday is our day once a month of recognizing those that are making progress through our system. Every month is different. Sometimes we have a few people, sometimes we have lots. I remember last month we had piles of people that have been ranking up and moving. This month a little bit quieter, but I don't know, September. Was September a winning month for everyone? It was for you, Lynette, but not for others. Everybody was like, oh, I can't make it. You know what September's like. It's like 90 days to the finish line. You come around the corner, you thought the finish line was right there, but it's there. And everybody's like, oh, I can't make it. Anyway, everyone's got back on their feet again for this month. I've seen October's been an awesome, awesome month. So we'll have a big list. But in the tough month, we still had a whole lot of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people around the country, most of which are out-of-towners, because this is a nationwide business, that have ranked up this month. And just congratulations to all of you. I wanted to just see, are any of you whose names are on here? I know Elsabee's here. Elsabee's here. Who else is here today? Nompumelelo, are you here? Yeah, there you are. Yeah, there we go. Coming from the Mpumalanga, all the way from Mpumalanga in here today. And Norma, is Norma here? We were kind of hoping Norma might make it as well, but it's from all over the country. Everybody's from all over the country. Elsabee, I think you're from the Free State? Yes, the northern part of the Free State. So yeah, well done, guys. Congratulations. That's great. So Nompumelelo, you're here with us today. Well done. Batanda is here. Batanda ranking up. Lorraine ranking up. Any All from around the country. You're probably watching us live today. Well done on getting through to that first rank. These are brand new people that joined and have got to the first rank in their training program with us in the channel size. Norma, sad that you're not here. We'd hoped that you would make it, but well done as well. Pelokazi, fantastic effort from you as well. And LCB Lovely, well done. That's the first one ticked off, and we're good to go. That's the thing about this program is we will recognize and reward you step by step. It's a journey with us. And one of the things that people make as a mistake, I'm not muted, am I? No. They make the mistake of going, no, hang on, I'm going to join, and I'm going to be earning 100,000 Rand a month in 90 days. No, maybe, crypto, Forex, they make that sort of promise, don't they? 500% return, douche. Anyway, here we talk about careers. Do you remember, some of you are a little bit older? There's not many of you. You're all very young. But some of the older ones in the room, do you remember when you started your career, did you have any expectation of being like CEO in 3 months? No. Who in the business was earning 100,000 Rand a month? The CEO. And you had no expectation of that. But people come to Dewpoint and they have that expectation. No, I'm going to give it 3 months. And if I'm not earning, I quit. Well, then I want you to go to your boss and say the same thing. He might shorten the journey for you. He might. Folks, this is not about days, weeks, or months. It is about years. And you know what the thing is? Like when you started your first job. Do you remember how bad you were at it? Do you remember? You're going to be bad at this. You're going to suck at this. I tell everybody, at least 12 months of training before you're good. Now, you'll build during the 12 months, because even when you were bad at your job, you were able to do it, and you got better at it, but you sucked in the beginning. And that's what's going to happen here. You're going to be talking to people, and they're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? That's a pyramid scheme. No, that's a Ponzi. I'm not joining that. And you're going to be like, what did I say? And you're going to, well, you didn't describe it correctly. When you've had a bit of time, you're able to explain, hang on, this is not one of those. This is a proper employment career option. This is self-employment on the next level with us here at Dewpoint. It'll change the way you. So give it some time. Don't rush it. Don't get all panicky when your first 10 people that you sign up run. Okay? Don't get panicky. You got 63 million people to work through. 63 million. Jump into the haystack and dig for your 5 to 8%. You'll find them in there somewhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do some Q&A. Anybody got any questions or concerns this morning they'd like to, or insults they'd like to throw at me this morning? Those of you who are online, type them in the chat. Let's get them WhatsApp to me if you've got any this morning. Anybody want to ask me anything? Don't be too shy. I'll judge you for a second and then it'll be fine. I'll answer it. Yes, in the back there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Use it. Absolutely. So that's a great question. That's a great question. So the question is, when you're in rural areas, areas of low internet coverage, or where people are still a bit skeptical about online, what do we do? As you've just pointed out, we've got the USB sticks that have the presentations on them, as well as training. A whole bunch of the XP Rewards training is on them as well. Those you can plug into a computer or a TV screen. Definitely fill the room with people, plug it in, play it. What we don't want you doing is trying to do this presentation. Don't do this presentation. Don't do it. Now, what we've got as well in our app, and I think it's on, no, it won't be on the USB sticker because it's a technology. On our app, if you play the 10-minute videos, so there's 3 10-minute intros to Dewpoint. Your lead wealth engineer can show you, Patrick will show you where they are. You can choose what language you want them in. So English, Afrikaans, and Zulu. You can actually play them then. So you could get a room together and play one of those actually with Zulu, on it. So, just to help out with some of that as well. So absolutely. Use our presentations, play them. You can do them in small rooms, big rooms, one-on-ones, or groups. Go for it. Just don't do the presentation yourself. Let us do it. And then you sign them up. Okay. Lovely. Good question. All right. Anybody else? Any other thoughts? Yes.
Yeah, Joseph Gardner from Limpopo.
Yeah, Joseph.
Yes, I just want to check. Let's say there are a couple of few individuals who joined the business before.
Yeah.
But then along the way, they were like...
Yeah, they ran away. Yes.
Yes. Then what about when we meet them
Yeah, so at Dewpoint, so the question is, if somebody was in Dewpoint before, fell away, and then someone else meets them and reintroduces them to the business, will they go into their channels? Now, what we build at Dewpoint are assets. Assets are things that cannot be corroded and cannot be lost. So when you connect someone into your channel, even if they quit and run for the hills, when they come back, which we believe almost all of them will eventually, they come back straight into the position they were in before. Because your asset is the connection. Your asset is the portfolio of people you've connected to us. And so, like Donnie will say, he'll say to come to somebody and say, no, this is Dewpoint, would you like to join? And they go, no, I don't want to join. And I say, that's okay, but just understand, I'm going to go and connect all of your friends into my channel, and then they're never going to be in yours. It's a great way to get them in, So once they're in your channel, they don't move out. This is not network marketing. It's not one of the, it's not. This is asset creation. When the person is linked to you, even if they are not paying, even if they've canceled, they will always be part of your channel. Okay? And that's how we protect you. We protect you. When they come back again, the income goes to you. Yeah. Good questions this morning. I like it. All right. Anybody else? Got anything else? Yes, yeah. Kevin, yeah. Yes. Yes, yeah, introduction. So, the question is, what about financial needs analysis, etc., etc.? The Dewpoint division does none of that. Okay? Dewpoint is you've selected a product yourself and you've purchased it yourself. Because we're online, I'm able to give you all the information perfectly every time. So every individual that comes to the website gets the same information every time. On our web pages, you get a full review video, you get the full policy document, sometimes even a summary document, and a description that's there. Everything a broker would have given you. What we don't give you is any sort of financial needs analysis and any sort of advice. You need to choose. You want life insurance? Go buy life insurance. I'm not going to tell you. You want tax-free investment account? Go for it. Take it. We don't do any of that. And it means that you never have to do any of that. It also means you never do any of the admin. You're not brokers. You're not agents. So you're not doing claims. You're not doing admin. Please change my email address. This morning I was doing training with our leaders, and I was telling them we don't sell product because when we sell product, we now have to do all the admin. They're not going to call Dewpoint. They're going to call you. Oh, I've got my primary healthcare product, and I'm at the dentist, but he won't give me enamel. He'll only give me silver. Make the dentist give me enamel. And you're just a wealth engineer. No, no, no. So we don't ever sell product, and Dewpoint doesn't do financial needs or advice. You'll actually see it all over our website. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yolande. Yeah. I take it. I've got a special bag. I just take all of it. So the question is, it's a good question. What happens to your income when you pass away? This is intergenerational wealth that we're creating because you've built this asset of connections and a portfolio of individuals that are paying. That asset then gets transferred to the next generation in your family. So you need to tell us who you want it to go to, or you need to bequeath it in your will. Otherwise, it just goes into your estate, and then your estate will distribute it. That just takes longer. Just tell us who it must go to. If you've got kids, tell us your favorite kid. So yeah, you don't lose it. Remember, this is a proper asset creation business. This portfolio of paying products is yours, and it will last your lifetime if you continue to grow it, and you'll transfer it to your children. And we hope that that's going to end the poverty cycle in South Africa, because jobs don't end poverty cycle. You might have noticed that. When you die, they don't give your job to your kid, do they? No. And so the cycle continues in South Africa of poverty. But if you could build and then hand to your children, and they could take it from there and build more, we're now going to start ending the poverty cycle. Do you see what we're doing here? This is not like what you've seen before. Okay, good questions, good questions. Anybody else? Yes, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So all the services, the question is about road assist, but it applies to all the services, is can a spouse use the service or a family member use the service when somebody signs up? The answer is yes, for 25 Rand per person per service per month. So for an extra 25 Rand, the wife can join the road assist plan. Now that doesn't count towards your returns and rewards because it's only 25 Rand as a service, but it just means that very cheaply they can get as you say, the towing, the storage, the road assist, that, or the legal or the medical. So all you do, go into your app, say add family member under the service that you want. It's going to add 25 Rand per family member you add per month to your debit order, but they then get the cover. Okay, well, it's not cover. They get the service because it's a service. It's not anything else. Pumi.
Right again on road assist.
Yes?
So you only add 25 Rand.
Any one of the services.
Any.
Yeah, yeah.
But what if you've got 3 cars, 2 cars, and you want to add on road assist?
Okay, so the road assist is only going to do 1 car per family member because that's 249 Rand. It's not 2,500 Rand. You can't. Okay, so then maybe sign your wife up, as another channel and another product. See what I'm doing? Strategic here. Okay, all right. Okay, and then she can have it. So it's 1 car per person. Yeah, it's 249. If it was 2,500 Rand, we could start talking about multiple cars. Okay. Okay, yes, in the back there.
I had another Dewpoint, medical,
Yes.
but she wanted to take a medical aid for 3 months.
Yes.
She did not be able to beneficiary. So I want to know if it's possible that she can open the 2, but have 1 bank account for the 2. Is it possible?
Okay, so it's tricky. That's quite a tricky situation. So first of all, I'm confused because Medigard doesn't have a maximum age limit. So you can add, oh, I know, it's because it's her grandmother. Is it her grandmother? Ah, it's the grandmother. No, the grandmother's going to have her own product and will have to pay for it herself. Now, in terms of the legislation, short-term insurance can't be paid by other people. So if it's like a direct family member, like your wife or your son, and they're still dependent on you, there's an exception. But when there's granny down the road, granny's going to have to pay. So what you can do if you want to pay for granny is just put your money in granny's account every month just before the debit order goes off. But yeah, granny would have to. But your spouse and your children can go into the Medigard product on your own bank account. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So it's legislation that's governing that. Sometimes, people will say to us, Dewpoint, why does Dewpoint do this? The only time Dewpoint ever does something is when there's a law that tells us we have to do it. Okay. So it's not because we're trying to be nasty. Work on. All right, good stuff. Anybody else got some questions this morning? Yes. He recently ranked up, yes. Fresh from ranking up. Yes, yes. Yep. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, here's a reality. Okay, so let me just explain what she just said. What she just said is that, which is in Mpumalanga, people want to see the physical office. They want to walk into a physical office. Here's my problem. This isn't 1990. This is 2022 in 8 weeks' time. Okay. The concept of a physical office is fading. It's fading away. 90% of the population in South Africa no longer works at an office. They work at home. It is, when people tell you that, it's an excuse to say, no, thanks, this is not for me. Go, no, it's fine. Cheers. I'm searching for my 5 to 8%. I'm in the haystack. You're just a piece of hay. Next. Find this. And you just keep going. The fact that people will say, we don't really like online. My question is, are you still in the 1900s or have you moved into 2000? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I also don't accept the before computers nonsense, okay? Because it's 2022. It's not 2001. We are 22 years into the 21st century. If you're before computers, you're a dinosaur. You're extinct. Okay, so what I'm equipping you with is to say, don't talk nonsense. When you talk to them, you say, don't talk nonsense. Don't be like that. You can see them live. We broadcast live every Tuesday night at 6:30. So you can tune in and see me and Rob live on a Tuesday night every week. So and at any point you can come through on a Saturday when it's the Super Saturday like today, come and see them. So don't let them give you that excuse. It's nonsense, okay? It's nonsense. You got all the tools online, okay? Donnie, you had something, yeah. That's exactly right. I used to say that as well. Do you use Google? No, yeah, but you haven't been to their office. Oh, exactly. No, that's absolutely right. As I say, it's just an excuse. It's them saying, no, thanks, it's not for me, So then you go, that's fine, off you go. Next. There are 63 million people, Don't waste any energy. Paul? No, that's exactly. No, Paul's absolutely right. He says we're not here to convince people, and it's absolutely true. If that's one thing we've learned over the last 6 years, there is a percentage of the population that are going to do this, and the rest are just not. Why? Mainly because it's work. That's the only reason. It's not because we're anything. It's just that they're not willing to work. But for those that are, we're going to change their lives forever. We are going to change their lives. Right, anybody else? All righty, good. I haven't seen anything popping up here, so I'm assuming that there aren't any questions on the WhatsApps or on the streams that I haven't already answered. If, however, you did have a question and I missed it, we've got a client service team. They'll take your call or your query Monday to Friday, 8 until 5. They're there to help you. Call in, ask them a question. Otherwise, ask a lead wealth engineer. Well, we got one more question over here. Yes.
In terms of foreigners, who can actually sign up? Is it only South Africans?
Yeah. Okay, so here the question is, what about foreigners? Can they join? Foreigners that live and work in South Africa, have all the relevant paperwork, visas, work permits, etc., are absolutely welcome to join Dewpoint. They need to have a South African debitable bank account, not a foreign account, and they need to understand that our insurance policies only apply to South Africa. We have jurisdictional legislation. I can't insure a life in Nigeria, and they're paying for it here. I can't do that, okay? So as long as they understand that, they're absolutely welcome to build and grow in South Africa with us, yeah. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's good enough for this morning. Thank you for coming through. I'll be outside. You can come and ask me anything or come and chat to me. For those of you online, get started now. Tomorrow is the 1st of November. Get signed up, get into the Getting Started training videos, and tomorrow start creating wealth. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you outside.